I think hiring veterans is an outstanding business decision. You're hiring an individual who has worked in oftentimes some very intensive operations. You're hiring an individual of character. You're hiring an individual with integrity. You're hiring an individual that knows what it's like to put their life in someone else's hands and very oftentimes is entrusted with someone else's life that same way. I can't think of how you would find a more loyal employee than someone who can do that.
Veterans and their families are important to us, and they're important to me. Myself being a spouse of a veteran, I take great pride in that, but I understand the resources that are needed for the entire family nucleus. And so for me, it's about how do we cultivate our veteran participants in the community, their families, and provide valuable resources and services that they need.
Being a veteran myself, sometimes it's hard for veterans to find positions, and when they do find positions, they aren't used to the best of their skill set. For example, a veteran might have served 10 or 15 years in the military, but when they get out, they're placed in entry-level positions, or they only find entry-level positions. We want to help them best utilize their skills, such as their leadership skills.
So we do things like breakfast with the boss. We do boss lifts. Boss lifts are an easy way for us to take employers who do have Guard and Reserve members. We bring them out to a base, we bring them out to a unit. They go on say a KC-135 ride. They get a mission brief to see what it's like, to see what their Guard members do on a drill weekend or when they're deployed.
We actually have very specific workshops for veterans. When they come into our career centers, they're scheduled. We have one-on-one engagement with veterans. If they want to have a one-on-one with a career advisor, they can do that.
About 20% of our employees are veterans, and all different branches. We've got a lot of Navy out at the Palo Verde Nuclear Generating Station that are coming out of their experience with the Navy, but we've got Army, we've got Air Force, we've got Coast Guard veteran, and what they're bringing in is leadership, they're bringing in attention to detail, they're bringing in just an ability to deal with adversity and to challenge adversity and to bring creative thinking into the business. So we see a lot of value from hiring veterans.
My personal goal for the Central area is that we get into every employer's office, starting with HR, supervisors and managers, and try to educate them to where they want to hire Guard and Reserve members.
I think in large companies, in a lot of cases, there's that understanding, and there's typically the knowledge to be able to understand what you're seeing when you see a resume coming in from a veteran. Where the challenge is a smaller company that may not have that expertise, and so what we like to do is see how can we help. How can we give the tools and the tips so that those companies can say, this is a great person I should be looking at.